Hi. So you're researching your ideal life project, and you want to know how it is that you might use some of these resources. Let me help you out a little. At the blog, you have a good list of starting points or starting places at this ideal life resources list in the sidebar. And I have a link to Wikipedia, but of course, you know how to use Wikipedia. Um, I'm going to show you in a different screencast today how to use Google Hacks to get the best possible information out of Google. But you'll see some of these. Let me just show you some of these sources. Sperling's Best Places, for instance, is good if you already have a sense of what your place is, so that if you are looking at, and I was just in Phoenix, so we could look at Phoenix, or if you know you're looking at Troy, Michigan, then you can just click in Troy, Michigan, and it will let you choose. You don't want Troy Township with a population of 287 probably. You want Troy, Michigan. And the cool thing about this, why would you go to Sperling's Best Places, is that you can get all of this information about Troy, that there's been no population change, so it's not a growing city. But in Michigan these days, a good sign is also when you do not have population decrease. It's not a city that's contracting, because with a lower tax base, you could have declining quality in schools and things like that that you might want to look at. But you can look at these different areas of overview. So let's say we want to look at the way the economy is moving. We can say that the unemployment rate in Troy is 9.7% with job growth of negative 9.3%, which means we've had a decline in the number of jobs available there. Future job growth over the next 10 years, though, is predicted to be almost 12%, which is amazing. They tell you what the tax rate is, an income tax, per capita income, etc. People who have visited Sperling and want to comment on Troy, Michigan, have said that it's a great place to live, that it's very good, or a lousy place. And here's somebody who is responding to somebody, I guess, who said that Troy was not a good place to live. Let's look at where I just was, which is Phoenix instead, just so that you can see the difference. I was just in Phoenix, population 1.6 million. The population of Phoenix has gone up 15%, and we can look at the trends to see how long that's been. Home appreciation, though, has been negative 25%. So Phoenix has also felt the hit in the real estate market. The cost of living is 4% higher than the U.S. average. And that might seem high until you look at where you're actually living right now, and you could find that Bloomfield Hills or Troy or wherever it is that you're living is also slightly above the U.S. average. So there you go with information about specific cities at Sperling's Best Places. Now, if you want to look at inflation data, here's what you'll get. In inflation data, you really have information about the economy, so that if you wanted to see what the trends might be in certain areas of the country, you can see that or not. Let's see, if you're planning to move somewhere and you want to compare the cost of living and how far your salary would go in the new place as opposed to where you are now, you can do this. Let's say that our salary is $40,000 for our projected career, and that right now we're in Troy, Michigan. And I'm not picking on Troy. Whoops, okay, Detroit area, all right? And if I made $40,000 in, let's say Birmingham, Alabama. All right, if I moved from Detroit